Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome to the video. Do a full day of eating today. I'm gonna try to keep it primarily just around the food. I'll show the training, but I'll keep that much shorter because usually I do a full day of eating video and it just ends up being 25 minutes of me working out and 5 minutes of me eating. So I'll try to make this one more eating focused because people always ask about my food and the things I eat, and I don't know, I probably do a little more unique where it's not like everything's super rigid. So, but one thing that is rigid actually is breakfast. I eat the same thing every day, and it is freaking delicious. We got it right here. We got 4 eggs, 4-ounce turkey, spinach, a little bit of cheese, 60 grams protein right there. Great way to start the morning. And then we got some sourdough bread, and I'm gonna throw a little butter on there, and it's gonna look delicious. Our 4-ounce turkey right here. So boar's head, maple honey turkey, some of the best stuff out there. 60 grams, or I think it's 15 grams of protein per 2 ounces, so cheat code protein-wise. We got just regular mild cheddar. We got the Vital Farms. Oh, look at that. Fresh box too, 4 eggs of those, and then a little sourdough bread, and then I'll throw a little butter on there. While that gets cooking, we get the morning subs going. So multivitamin, vitamin K2D3, little joint support, zinc, all from Revive, also creatine as well. The essentials. End product right there. It's about 800 calories, 30 grams of fat, 6 grams protein, like 60 carb. Great freaking way to start the morning. Great way to start the morning. So with breakfast, I just eat the same thing every morning. Keeps it consistent. I love it. Gives me something to look forward to when I wake up, but I talk about it all the time. Get a protein that's super high in protein. Or get a breakfast that's super high in protein. I think I said get a protein that's super high in protein. But 4 eggs, a bunch of turkey, cheat code. Maybe you don't like turkey, maybe throw ham, some other meat, but throw in some sort of like lunch meat in there, or deli meat, man, it is a freaking bang for your buck, because they're super lean and it's just pure protein, and they mix super well with the eggs. So cheat code right there, and then sourdough bread. Can't go wrong with that, some carbs. So I'd same thing for breakfast every day. The other 3 times I eat usually varies per day. So this is like the only thing that's really the exact same every day, and I love it. I can't wait to eat it. But I think eating breakfast has helped tremendously. Now I've always been a huge breakfast person, probably for the last like 7 years. But I remember when I was like in high school, I would never, or not even high school, a couple years ago, I wouldn't eat breakfast, and I don't know, you just feel like you don't feel as good. It's like, oh, you're trying to save your calories and stuff like that, but it's a great way to start the day. Great way to start the day. So let's get this breakfast down. I'm still waking up, so that's why I'm kind of whispering, but once I get this breakfast down and chug a lug of some caffeine, all the day's ready to go. All right. So ate that breakfast. It was like 6:30. Did a couple hours of work. It's 9:53. I'm at the field. It's a freaking gorgeous Monday. It is like 70, well, it's probably what, 68 and sunny. It's not humid yet. It's been wild. It's June 2nd, and I don't know, weather's been very weird here. Usually it's hot and humid by now, but it's been like 70s and like no humidity, which has been really nice. But I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want the heat. But I'll probably regret saying that soon. But anyways, throwing the old cleats on. People ask me all the time when I sprint in, I just sprint in soccer cleats. These are Nike. I'm not a brand guy, I don't really care the brand. Soccer cleats are soccer cleats, and because I'm just sprinting them, it's not like I worry about changing direction or anything. But these ones I've had for like 2 years. They're no idea the type. They're Nike though, and they're super light. And I love sprinting on grass. I always sprint on grass. Reason why is I grew up just sprinting on grass, and there's beautiful grass fields near me where I live now, and I love coming out here. It's therapeutic because it's just open grass fields. It's morning time. There's people like running, people playing soccer, but you can get your own field. It's awesome. I love it. So sometimes I'll go to a track or a turf field, but my preferred method's a grass field, unless it's like super wet, which is rarely because usually they dry out pretty quick. But yeah, that's why I wear soccer cleats. So people ask all the time, soccer cleats just for some grip, takes you back to the glory days. But throwing these on, sprint training today. You will go kind of some max velocity sprints. So I'm gonna do some flying sprints. So I'm gonna build up speed for about 30 yards, and then I'm gonna hold that for 10 yards. I might get up to 20 yards. So I might go 30-yard build into a 10-yard fly, a couple reps there,
and then 30-yard build it to maybe a 15 to 20-yard fly. Kind of see how we're feeling. Do probably 5 to 6 total reps there, but obviously we'll probably spend about 20 minutes warming up. I'm gonna insert the warm-up from, not today, but the last time I did it, so you can see it as I'm explaining it, but essentially I do the same warm-up every time. I'll start with single switches, so popping that thigh past each other, switching, popping, I'll go 10 yards, walk back, 10 yards, two reps there. I'll do the same thing for double switches, but now it's 2 in a row, so 1, 2, pop, 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 2 of those. Now I'll go triple switches, 1, 2, 3, stick, 1, 2, 3, 2 of those. And then I'll get into kind of warm up the hamstring. So I'll go straight leg bounds, or I'll go like a course of like 20, 30 yards, kind of building up. Straight legs really like clawing back at the ground. And then I'll do alternating bounds. I'll do power skips for kind of some plyos, going 20 to 30 yards of each, 2 sets, walk back recovery. And then I will do, actually for that day, that's all I do. And then I'll get into like some warm up sprints, maybe 1 to 2, or sometimes I just get straight into it and then I'll get into the flying sprints. So yeah, those videos were from another time, but next time you see me, I'll be ripping some freaking sprints. But as far as fueling for this, you know, I had that breakfast probably 3 hours ago. I'm still pretty full from it because it was high in protein, super satiating. That's why I always talk about like the breakfast, like high in protein, 60 grams. It'll fill you up, leave you full for probably like 4 or 5 hours. And if you like working out or doing work in the morning, you know, you don't have to think about food. It's just, you feel fueled. So that's why I love that breakfast. But anyways, let us get ripping. Man, the sun is shining. I'm stoked. I'm freaking stoked. I love this life, man. Oh my gosh, let's rip. All right, sprint's complete. Did 6 flying 10, so 30-yard build to a fly 10. Also, if you, in the first 3 videos, if you're like, why is he wearing a sports bra? It's like a GPS tracker actually. It's called a FirePod, pretty cool. So it's just like on the back of it, like right behind my neck, there's this little GPS unit, and essentially gets your top speeds. So I like wearing those for a couple of sprints. Usually I don't wear for all of them because obviously, you know, I like popping the top, and I like, yeah, I just like running with the shirt off. So I'll usually wear it for the ones I know I'm gonna be fastest on. So the first couple are usually my fastest. And so I actually hit over 20 miles per hour today. I think I hit 20 point, let's check. 20.1 miles per hour. Pretty cool. So I've been wearing that once a week, kind of see where my speed's going up. Pretty cool too, it gives you like all these charts and stuff, but it's called a FirePod if you're interested. But anyway, sprint's complete. God, it's freaking gorgeous out. It is so, maybe I take back those comments of it wanting to be hot and humid because this might be the perfect weather. It's 70s, sunny, not humid. Like obviously with sprint training, it's not conditioning. So like I do a fly 10 and I'm resting 4 minutes in between. It's a lot of standing around. I know I said every time I'm sprint training, but I want to hammer that in your heads. Like, because I used to, when I was in high school, I thought sprint training was the same as conditioning where you run 140s and you don't rest at all. Sprint training is max intensity. Just like when you're in the gym and you're doing your heavy squats, bench, deadlift, you're not doing a heavy set of 3 and then racking it, doing it again 30 seconds later. So same thing with sprint training. But I say that because it's not humid out, so I'm not sweating a lot. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, finish this up. Well, just finished it up. I'm gonna go to the grocery store, pick up some food. Usually what I always do for lunch, I'm a convenience guy in the middle of the day. So breakfast I always cook, and then lunch I always like go and pick something up pre-made. It would be a lot more cost efficient to pre-plan, but it's just easier in the middle of the day, not have to worry about cooking something, grab it. I usually I'll go to Whole Foods, bring it back, get that, and then usually have a snack that's, it's like yogurt and fruit, so obviously I make that super easy. And then for dinner, I always try to cook it, and I'll be on the grills tonight, so got something special for dinner. But we'll go pick that up, eat that, do some other stuff, and then go hammer our legs. Let's go.
All right, switching the iPhone, it's beautiful out, so I took it out, eat outside in the sun, but I told you I like convenience. So I went to Whole Foods, and that's where I got this salmon from. So the salmon right here, I got like 11 ounces of it. Paleo salmon, it is so fucking good. And then I also picked up this broccoli from here. So the broccoli, it's this sweet and spicy broccoli. It has like teriyaki sauce and sweet chili sauce on it. It is so good. And then that bagged rice, as I shows, 90-second bag rice, a fajita. So I got a lot of flavors here. I got a fajita veggie rice, I got sweet spicy broccoli, and I got salmon. They mix all well together. But yeah, obviously, like, if I should do a better job meal prepping or something, because lunch I always go to Whole Foods and get the pre-made. And this salmon, okay, the reason I get the salmon, if you've watched any of my videos, I eat salmon like 6 times a week. And this salmon in particular, the macros on it are freaking insane. For 4 ounces, it's like 170 calories. Like, I think it's like 7 grams of fat and like 25 grams of protein. So usually like regular Atlantic salmon for 4 ounces is 240 calories, 16 grams of fat. And I love salmon. And I don't know, I've asked them at Whole Foods, like, what's in it? And they don't sell the salmon where like you can buy it from the frozen, you know, what is it called? Not the butcher, whatever the seafood version of a butcher is. Maybe they go by butcher, but you can't buy it there. Like, they only make this version pre-made, but the macros aren't the same. That's why I eat every day, and it's so freaking good. Again, it's like 70 grams of protein right there. And then this sweet and spicy broccoli I just found, I mean, all they do is put like teriyaki sauce and sweet chili sauce, but that's where all the calories come from. Otherwise they like grill it, so super good there. And then I love the bagged rice. Usually I just get the jasmine rice, but I've been playing around with different flavors of it. So this meal, I believe, is like 1,000 calories, like 100 carbs, and like 70 grams protein. I'll put the exact macros on there, but yeah, I mean, it's like 11:40 now, so I haven't eaten in like 5 hours, so kind of a bigger meal, and I'll go hit legs later. But I like a nice filling meal in the middle of the day. I don't know, again, kind of like breakfast. It's like, eat a meal, 5 hours are good. Eat this meal, good for 5 hours. So kind of times it up. So a lot of protein, as always. Hammer the protein, but this is freaking delicious. All right, oh, zoomed in. Oh, zoom out, there we go. All right, back in the kitchen, 2:25. I ate at like, what was that, like 11:30? Like 3 hours ago. Honestly, I'm still kind of full from it, but it's pre-workout meal. I'm about to go to the gym, and you already know it's a leg day, so I'll be in the gym for quite some time. A lot of time. So for me, I'd rather go to the gym, and especially on a leg day, I'd rather be honestly a little full, because I know how much energy it takes, how much fuel it takes, and I want to get hungry halfway through and lose intent. So I'd rather eat, but what I'm eating, especially pre-workout, is like minimal fats, mostly carbs, and then obviously I'll show you protein every meal. So what we got here, and I can't believe, first time I'm eating watermelon this year, and I just had a couple bites, and God, watermelon is so good. So we got 447 grams of watermelon, 134 calories. I got 2 of the Chobani Greek yogurts, vanilla. These are my go-to. And then we got the goat stuff, the secret stuff. Can't have a good leg day without a good workout, or a good pre-workout. So we got in here, we got the essential pre-workout. So this sour watermelon one, I just cracked it open about 3 days ago. Freaking love the essential. So the essential, also 1 scoop, 200 milligrams caffeine, 4 grams of L-citrulline, if that focuses, 3.2 grams of beta-alanine. So it packs a freaking punch. So 1 scoop of that, and then the liquid glycerol, the secret stuff. Glycerol obviously helps with hydration, helps with pumps, both together. Delicious combo. You get the strawberry slush with the watermelon, and then you got real watermelon on the side. This might be the new pre-workout go-to. So eat this, head over to the gym, and hit that leg day. Real quick, as far as my calories right now, today, gosh, my head's all over the place. Today, I'll probably eat around like 3,200 calories. So I'll be honest, so like the last 8 weeks I've kind of been cutting. Now, I'll say the first 5 weeks I was cutting. I was actually in like a pretty good caloric deficit where I was eating around like 3,000 to 3,100 calories. And I think my estimated maintenance calories are like 34 to 35. So I was between like around like a 400 calorie deficit, and I lost probably a good amount of weight, or not a good amount of weight. I like taking it slow, like 4 pounds. Started at like 202.5 and like 198.5. And then over the course of the last 3 weeks, I've kind of eaten at maintenance. So I've been eating in a caloric deficit, but I've had like 2 times I've had like a binge meal
where I've eaten like 6,000 calories in one sitting. And what I like to do is I like to put all my calories weekly. So like I add them together, divide by 7 and see like what I average per day, because some days if it's a normal week, some days I might have 29, one day I might have 31, another day I might have 3,000, but it kind of balances out to like that 3,000 for those last 5 weeks. But because of those binge meals, 6,000 calories will turn now like into like a 3,400 calorie weekly maintenance. So that's kind of the last 3 weeks, some I've had. And I know I've talked about like binge eating before. It's something probably for the last like 15 months I experience every now and then, but like it's really in the sense of like, I met with a nutritionist, one of my friends that she goes to my gym, he helped me with it. We kind of talked through it. A lot of it has to do with like, I've kind of been in a caloric deficit for like 2 years almost, in a sense. Like I've always kind of been this steady, and then I have these binge meals and it kind of brings me to maintenance. I've always been like around maintenance or slightly below it. So it's kind of normal. Your body, like, sometimes your body's just hungry as shit and it needs food, and I can't control it. So it is kind of frustrating though, I will be honest. Like last Monday, I just like sat down, I ate like 4,000 calories, and it's like, I can eat. I can tell you what, I can put food down. It is not hard for me to bulk. I can put food down. It's a daily battle to make sure. That's why I track my food, because for me, I have to, if I could eat triple the dinner I eat every night, that's why I weigh it, so I can have the portions, because whatever goes on my plate's gonna go down, because I'm a clean plate club. But back to that binge eating, something I've experienced, and it's frustrating because it's like, damn, it's like this flicker in my brain where it's like eat, and like I'll eat something, and it's like all I'm doing while I'm eating that is thinking about the next thing I'm gonna eat. It's very weird. And then when I'm eating that, I'm thinking about the next thing and the next thing, and like, I don't know. So it's happened about like 2 times in the last 3 weeks, which I don't know, it kind of makes sense. I'm in a caloric deficit. That's kind of when I typically notice it happens. And I actually track them now. Like I can see how often they happen. And usually it's around like every 5 or so weeks. And then sometimes it happens a little more frequently, but it always kind of ends up being like around maintenance. So I think what I've learned with it, it's like, I'm trying to find ways to like delay it or not have it happen at all. But it's obviously like the balance. Like obviously I train a lot and I want to be lean, and when you're cutting, you're essentially starving yourself. So to a certain extent, like your body's just going to fight back and be like, F you, you're eating this. So I don't know, maybe it's a part of it. I don't know. Maybe if you guys have maybe you guys have experience with it, know how to figure it out, let me know. But yeah, that's kind of been me. Like, yeah, like last Monday, I like ended up eating, I got like 4 I went to Torchy's Tacos, if you guys know what that is. I had like 4 of those. I went to like Sweet Greens after, got like a bowl. Then I had like, and then I went to like a grocery store and got a bunch of protein bars. I don't know, I love protein bars for some reason. And then I got Chipotle, a burrito, and then I got like ice cream. Like that is a lot of food. I can put food down. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Still trying to, I think it just has to do with like hormonal stuff. Like you're in a caloric deficit, like leptin and stuff. And then like your ability to resist just kind of like, all of a sudden it's like a cascade. But that's the problem with me, is like I have this cascade effect where it's either all or nothing. So I think if I learn, I almost think if I strategically started placing more like, and I don't want to call them cheat meals, but like I know people use refeed meals, start using those more strategically. Maybe it's like every 2 weeks on a Sunday, it's like, all right, go have like, because I still eat pretty healthy even when I'm binge eat. Like I don't crave, like, it's not like I'm putting down pizza or anything. It'll be like, but it'll be more like, go to a restaurant, have a good meal, and not worry about like what sauce this is, how many, something like that. So I don't know. I'll be honest on camera, like I don't know the answer to it. Maybe having more of a proactive approach, similar to having a daily rest day per week. Obviously I could train every day, but eventually we'll come back. I think having more of a proactive approach than a reactive, where it's just like, your body's shut down and needs it. So I wanted to talk about this, like binge eating. I know this would be a long segment of it, because I know I'm sure other people struggle with it. And it's something that it's kind of been annoying, but it's also like, I know what's causing it. It's like, yeah, if I ate like a normal person or a normal human and wasn't like so concerned about my physique and stuff, yeah, but it's a trade-off, I guess. So probably not the healthiest thing, but I'll figure it out. Maybe, again, I think having a strategic, like, I don't want to use cheat meals, because I think when you use the term cheat meal, you're like, oh, I'm cheating, and like that causes you to eat, or you're like, fuck it, I'm cheating already, so why not cheat and eat as much as possible, rather than just be like, hey, it's a Sunday, I'm home with my parents. My parents can cook. They're great at cooking. They also eat very healthy food, but it's like,
just eat as much as you want, you know? Have 2-3 plates because it's good food, and then you won't have it like a week later where if you resisted that, then a week later you're gonna binge eat anyway. So, I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. I know it's a long segment, but this was kind of part of the video I really wanted to include because I actually had this in a video a week ago and I had to cut it because it was getting too long, but hopefully that helps. Yeah, if anyone binge eating, I don't know the answers to it. I mean, I think obviously when you're in caloric deficit, it's more in tune, and kind of looking it up, it seems like bodybuilders, a lot of athletes struggle with it who are kind of really active, but you know, maybe for me, it's finding more proactive approaches. Maybe that's a way, but you know, as I learn, open on this camera, I'll share that with you. But anyways, let's have this pre-workout meal. Let's get to the gym. Let's get freaking lifting.
Oh yeah. Alright. Somebody's hiding, it's drowning my icebox. Somebody's cold one is giving me chills. Guess I'll just close my eyes. Oh yeah, alright, feels good inside. Flip on the telly, wrestle with Jimmy. Something is bubbling behind my back. The bottle is ready to blow. I never could do that which might hurt you. So try and be cool. And I say, this way is a water slide away from me that takes it further every day. So be cool. Say it ain't so. Your joke is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. My love is a life taker. Dear Daddy, I write you in spite of his silence. You cleaned up, found Jesus. Things are good. Also, I hear this bottle of Stevens awakens ancient feelings. Like father, stepfather, the sun is drowning in the blood. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, that was a
fucking leg day right there, baby. Whoa! I kid you not, that pre-workout combo, that's sour watermelon essential pre from Raw with the liquid glycerol with watermelon. I swear, I've never felt better in a gym. And I was pretty tired going into it. And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of sluggish. I felt like I was on crack. I don't know. I felt so good. So, hey, if you want to feel great, get the essential pre. Maybe it's the beta-alanine, the L-citrulline. I know obviously those help. I like the tingling feeling of beta-alanine. I know a lot of people don't. I personally like it. It makes me feel something. That in obviously conjunction with the caffeine. Obviously, I drink a ton of caffeine, so like caffeine only hits me here and there. So that's why I like the beta-alanine with it, because it's kind of like, I don't know, it feels like something's working. And obviously something is working, because I felt freaking great. So yeah, great lift there. What I try to do with the videos, especially like, obviously I do like 2 different style videos. I do like these vlog full days of eating and training, and then I do like more just full workout sessions. On these full days of eating and training, I think what I'm gonna do moving forward is just, when I show the workouts, it's gonna be more like montage and like music over it, just because otherwise the video will be like an hour and a half, and I'm trying to keep them around 30 minutes because I want these to be more focused on like the food. But obviously the majority of my videos are just like the full workouts of me mic'd up and stuff, and that would still be like the majority of my videos. So I'm thinking these videos, because it's more about the food and kind of the whole day, workout montage, sick music overlay, and you would have just heard that sick music overlay. Shout out future Dylan, post-edited Dylan. And then I'll obviously have my usual full workouts where I'm mic'd up, giving you cues and such. But anyways, great fucking lift. Started with some jumps, 10 minutes, 45-inch hurdle. Got about 20 reps there. 14-minute density set, so I had 435 on the bar. Goal was to accumulate as many reps as possible. I started with a set of 5, and I think I did 3 sets of 4, and then I think I did like 4 sets of 3. I did 8 total sets, 29 total reps. Very happy with that. That was the 3rd week I did it. Week 1, I did 415. I only got 26 reps, or 25 reps. Week 2, I added 10, 425. I got 28 reps. Week 3, 435, 29 reps. Volume increases. Volume is key. Got to build some volume. That was awesome. Stiff-legged RDLs, stiff-legged deadlifts. I did 5, 5, 4, 3. Down in reps, up in weight. Hand-supported Bulgarian split squats. Hell, the worst exercise on earth. They suck. I took them out for like 4 weeks. And then I added them back last week because I was like, you're getting soft, Dylan. You're getting soft. Throw them back in. So I did 6, 5, 4 there, added weight as I went down reps, and then just finished with those glute ham raises, leg extensions, calf raises. So essentially, I like trying to have 3 compounds. 3 compounds, it's a lot. Squat, stiff-legged, and hand-supported. It's a lot in one session, but it's enough. And then hitting it with the accessories. So good overall lift there. Woo, I'm fired up. I'm gonna go edit my reels, post some content, do some work, and then I'll see you next for dinner. Meal number 4 should be a good one. All right, dinner's cooking up. I was gonna be hitting the grills. My apartment, we got some grills, but they're all preoccupied. So next best option, you go to air fryer. We got some chicken thighs in there. 140 calories, I think like 4 grams fat, 20 grams protein. Super good. And then we'll boil some corn. Corn on the cob. It's summertime, baby. And I got this little salad kit. I like buying these, and then essentially it comes with like a dressing, which is obviously where all the calories are. So I just use a very small bit of it, like a serving of it, and then just use like the whole bag of the veggie, and then just use a little bit of the dressing. So have that. And then also got this leftover chicken kebab. I'll probably heat up right there. Doing a poor job showing this, but it'll look a lot better when I get it on a plate. But that was a gnarly leg day. That was a freaking great leg day. And I'm feeling it. So you gotta fuel up. Eat some good foods after, so let's see what this looks like. I air fried these chicken thighs. It looks so freaking good. Also the seasoning, this Weber, whatever it is. Kicking chicken seasoning, freaking money. So we got 10 ounces there. We got that side salad with, it's like a little bit Southwest sauce on there. And then we got 2 ears of corn right there. Delicious. So this is about, I'll throw the macros on the screen, I believe 800 calories. Oh, my phone's out of storage. Also funny, in the background, I was watching a Christian Guzman video he just posted of him meal prepping. Fun fact, I mean, he's one of the OGs. He's playing the fitness influencer Mount Rushmore. He's one of the OGs. When I first started lifting in 2013, he had like just started making videos. So it's freaking sick to see 12 years later, obviously, how successful he is. And I still watch his stuff, so. But he was making some good food. It was some good meal inspirations. But anyways, this is 800 calories, 60 protein, 22 fat, 99 carb. Puts me at 2,943 calories. So I'll probably honestly have 1 or 2 apples after, we'll see. But this looks really freaking good. I'm stoked how it came out. The air fryer, 420 minutes. Crispy, the salad. I'm a little bored with the corn. I don't throw anything on it. I just put a little salt. It's sweet enough. You don't really need anything, right? I don't know. Delicious meal here though. All right, so finishing the day, 2 apples. It's about 350 grams of apple. Honeycrisp apple, go to dessert. If you're ever like craving something after food, I mean, these are crisp as hell. I've been on a bad apple spree recently where they've been very soft, but these suckers are crisp. I don't know where they're from, but man, a crisp apple is a game changer. But anyways, finish the day, 3,165 calories, 246 grams protein, 93 fat, 326 carb. So, like I said, I think right now I'm gonna start aiming more up the calories a little bit. Aim like 31 to 3,200 calories a day. And again, I kind of go weekly to kind of see my average, but try to maybe average around 31. But that was a really satiating day of eating. I think that had a ton of volume with the veggies, so that broccoli, that filled me up so well. Salmon, chicken, Greek yogurt, eggs. I don't track my macros specifically. It's not like I'm aiming for set macros. I just like trying to get a lot of protein, usually over 240 grams. I don't know why 240. I just, mentally it checks that box for me. Obviously I'd probably be good with just 200 grams, but I don't know, I like doubling down. And I don't know, maybe there's something to getting more protein. Who knows? But foods high protein fill you up. They're satiating. You combo that with a lot of veggie and then some good carbs. I don't know. I think my diet's pretty simple. It's nothing special. I eat some of the same foods every day. The same breakfast every morning. That pre-workout meal I eat, usually the Greek yogurt and some sort of fruit. I always have salmon and then usually some meat. But keep it simple. Nothing special. Stack the damn days. Just do the small things daily. But I appreciate everyone watches. You guys are goated. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.